What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another mall plane unboxing video for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for this video, and with that being said, let's begin. So, here are two boxes that I'm going to be unboxing for today's video. They are all from Panda Fox Toys, and I'm really excited to get these models into my collection. These are all from the GeminiJets September 2022 releases. There was a nice diversity on GeminiJets September releases, including some North American models, in which, in this case, I decided to pick up 3 models from that release set, and overall, they should be nice for my collection, my airplane collection. So, these were delivered at my house the same day. I think it happened around last week. I think, from what I'm guessing, I think it could be Thursday these models did arrive at my house. But overall, I am very excited to finally unbox these models at long last. I've been waiting for these models for like a long time. And what are we waiting for? Let's get unboxing, and yeah, let's do this. Now, since all of these boxes are from Panda Fox Toys, I'm gonna be unboxing every single one of them in this video clip right here, so I can't, in this case, I'm not gonna like unbox one box and then unbox the model and then go for the other box. I'm just gonna unbox every single model box there is. So we'll start off with the first one. This is the lightest one from the pack. So if I could try to like get the scissor in. Alright, so that shall work. Perfect. Alright, so we got that one down, and this side should be good. Now of course I'm gonna cup on the top. If I could try to like find a hole, like some kind of like cutting mark. Yeah, it's somewhere right there, so I'm gonna like take care of that. Alright, there we go. Now we're just gonna like that. Just to make sure it's open. Perfect. And now we're gonna be unboxing the second one right here. So, as per usual, kind of like same thing, same deal. Nothing too much to talk about. Just unboxing these boxes and carry on with it. Ooh, I don't think I cut in straight, but overall, we should be good. Alrighty, so there we go. So we're gonna be starting off with this box right here first. So we're gonna like take all the flaps open. So inside this packing paper, I see my invoice right there from Panda Fox. So let me just grab that. And before that, here is my invoice. Well, I'm not gonna show you any single detail in regards to my address or anything, but here's the code for Panda Fox Toys. This expires on December 10th, 2022. So right now it is October, so you still have time. And the code is Victor 4 Tango 902 X-Ray. So that's the first code right there out of that box. And inside is this model right here. This is the GeminiJets 1/400 scale Mesa Airlines Bavarian CRJ 900 in the Mesa House color. So that's the first model that was from the September releases. So let me just like put that aside right there. Now we're gonna unbox this second box right here. So let me go through all this packing paper right here. And here is the first model right here. Oh yes, right here. Well, this is the second model for that release set. But right here, I am beyond happy to finally have this into my collection. But right here is the GeminiJets 1/400 scale Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders or Orca livery. Super excited to have this model into my collection. I've been wanting that model for like a long time. And also, we have another Frontier model. This is the GeminiJets Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo with Poppy the Prairie Dog on the tail. So, that's that. And of course, I do have my other Panda Fox code, but this is actually the same thing. So, it's pretty much the same thing as what I have for the others. So, let me put all these models aside. And yeah, so we're gonna like yeet every single 2 boxes right here. So we're gonna yeet the first one, so yeet! And as for the second one, we're gonna go whoop! Alright, so, and here are all my models from the Gemini September releases. Really excited to go into these models, and yeah, beyond excited to finally unbox them. And here they all are. Once again, I'm very excited to unbox these models. They're gonna be perfect for my model plane collection, and overall, they're gonna be amazing models. Well, minus some QC issues, but regardless enough, I'm very excited to unbox them. So, What I'm going to be starting off first is I'll be unboxing the Mesa CRJ 900 first, followed by the Frontier A320neo, and lastly, the Alaska 737 MAX 9. So, let's start off with the unboxing of the Mesa Airlines CRJ 900. Okay, so let's kick things off with our first model right here. This is the Mesa Airlines Bombardier CRJ 900 in the house colors. Really excited to have another CRJ 900 to my collection, and this is one of the first few CRJ 900 models with antennas. So really nice that GeminiJets are doing antennas, but unfortunately there is a few problems which I'll go over later in this video. So let's start off with the review of the box first. So you got your GeminiJets logo right there, made for collectors by collectors. You got the computer generated image of the aircraft right there. Bombardier CRJ 900 titles right there, Mesa Airlines logo right there. 1/400 scale die-cast collectible model. And moving to the sides, pretty much the same, nothing too special about it. Here's the back side with your aircraft taken off right there. As well as you get features right there, your social media pages right here, and your 2022 GeminiJets copyright label right there. And the item number of this model is GJ-ASH 2031. So, like I said, another CRJ 900 added to my collection, and really excited to get this model regardless. And let me showcase the model inside. So we're gonna open up this pamphlet first. So let me see that model inside. What does it look like? Looking pretty nice right there. Very pretty. And here's your description right here. You can pause and read. And yeah, so let's get unboxing with this model, shall we? Let me try. It's best to open it from the top for most of the time. I usually like open it from the top. It's a very small box for a regional jet. Well, mainly for the CRJ models, but yet again, it's a very small box. So, take her out, and there she is, looking very nice, very pretty. Take out some plastic right there, and hopefully the antennas don't fall off, unlike what Red River. I don't want my antennas to fall off, unlike what happened to Red River Aviation in his massive unboxing. But look at this! Wow. Just to make sure. Okay, I think we are good. So the antennas, they are too big, but overall, this is a very cool model to have, and really fortunate to have this tiny model in my collection. So I'm just like put my camera down, and there she is, looking very nice. And here's the GeminiJets Bombardier CRJ 900 in the Mesa Airlines house livery. This is a very great model by GeminiJets, and honestly, I wish the antennas can be a lot smaller, but yet again, it's the best what GeminiJets can do. But regardless enough, let's get reviewing with the model, shall we? So you got the cockpit windows right here, you got your pitot tubes and stack ports somewhere over here, your windshield wipers up in front, you got your nose landing gear right here, along with the nose gear door, 942, which is part of the registration. You got your big L1 boarding door right here. So, pretty much the CRJ planes have a big L1 door, so you can see why. Now moving on to this side. Now here are your cargo door right here. Here's the cargo doors right here, and I think that says Bombardier titles or operated by Mesa Airlines. I think that's what it says. You got you got your cargo doors right there. Now here's your antennas right there. Now JJ Skippy did point this out, but as you can see, as I pull up from the top, there's like the holes that are drilled, they have like huge gaps, so it falls off very easily. So I don't know why GeminiJets would have like some kind of like big drill for a small aircraft like this, but yeah. And like I said, of course they are too big, which I don't think it should be that big. I think it should be a lot smaller than that. But yet again, I think they should be a bit smaller to somewhere right here, this size is what I'm showing in the pencil. But yet again, GeminiJets, I know this is their first attempt on trying to do antennas on the CRJ, but yet again, I hope they can fix that soon. Yeah, so I think this is where like the first class is, and then you got like not first class. The main cabin extra should be located somewhere over here. Blowing down in the middle side, so then this is basically where all economy is. So you got your emergency exit doors right here, your overwing exits right there, your emergency exit light indicators, your flaps, slats, and speed brakes or spoilers. And then you got the winglet, which produces less vortices, wing vortices. Of course, that's how winglets work. And yeah, so now going into the backside of the aircraft, you got your US flag right there. Your CF-34 engines right there, alongside with the registration, November 942 Lima Romeo. And moving on to the very back side, you got your Mesa Airlines logo right there, the T-tail, and your horizontal stabilizers, and the back APU. Which honestly, I think GeminiJets did a nice job on like putting the Mesa Airlines logo right there. Now, American Airlines does operate these aircraft with the house livery, and I think most of them are gray, but I'm eager to see if GeminiJets can also do this livery, but with gray. Like, the whole fuselage is gray. So, here are your windshield wipers right there. And the right side, pretty much the same. Well, starboard side in this case, pretty much everything is the same. All you have is just a small R1 door right there. So, once again, GeminiJets, this is a good model, minus that a couple of QC problems, but overall, this is a very nice model to add to my collection. As I give you guys different proportions of the aircraft, here's the top right here. So, pretty much the same as per usual. And here's the bottom, which the landing gear is very spaced out. Like, I've seen these on the recent CRJ900 models, the landing gear are now spaced out, so that's a good plus side for GeminiJets right there. Your stand hole right there. Your tiny GeminiJets logo right there. Very tiny. Here's the front of the aircraft right here. And I gotta say, like, the horizontal stabilizers are also straight and level too, so that's pretty nice. And here is the very back side of the aircraft right here. So yeah, that is it for this model right here. And once again, as I said, GeminiJets, this is a very nice model. Besides the antennas are a bit too big, this model turned out very perfect. And honestly, I can't complain about GeminiJets. It is what it is. I hope GeminiJets can actually like fix the antenna problems on the CAJ molds. I'd be good to see if GeminiJets can also do some antennas on a E175 mold. That would be pretty exciting. But regardless, so glad to have this model in my collection. And yeah, now let's move on to our next model from the September releases. Next off the bat, we had the Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo with Poppy the Prairie Dog on the tail. Really happy to have another Frontier model into my collection, and this is actually my first GeminiJets Frontier model. And it's been a while since GeminiJets made a Frontier A320neo. The last animal they did was Champ the Bronco, so really glad to have another one in my collection. And yeah, this model would turn nice, although GeminiJets' A320 mold is, I would say, not as bad, but you get the point. So, I know it's pretty much backlit upon recording, but yeah. So you got your GeminiJets logo right here, made for collectors by collectors. You got the CGI image of the aircraft right there. Airbus A320neo tiles right there. Frontier logo, 1/400 scale diecast small aircraft. You got the sides right here, pretty much the same. Nothing too special about it. And here's the back side of the box. As well as you get features right there. Social media pages right there. And your 2022 copyright label right there. And the item number of this model is GJFFT12. Item number is GJFFT2124. I had to like read that slow. But yeah, so overall, I hope this model does turn out good, and I'm eager to see what my Frontier Poppy looks like. So, eager to unbox this, and yeah. And of course, I'll show you guys the model inside of this pamphlet. So let me open this up for you guys. And there she is, or he is. I'm not sure if Poppy is like a male or female, but you got your description right here. You can pause, of course. And yeah, so let's unbox this model. I hope it stays intact. Hopefully GeminiJets is QC. I'm not here to have a model broken, but overall, I hope this model does turn out good. So let me just like take out the plastic, like the cradle right here. Take out some of the plastic. Oops, didn't mean to hit my camera. And there she is. So of course QC check. Okay, we're good with the wings. And as for the horizontal stabilizers, better make sure nothing is broken. Ooh, it's kind of like slippery as well. But overall, everything is intact, so that is great. And overall, Didn't mean to hit that hard also. But overall, I do have another Frontier model into my collection. And here's the GeminiJets 1/400 scale Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo with Poppy the Prairie Dog on the tail. Once again, this is a pretty nice model from GeminiJets, minus the mold for the A320neo. I think this model still turned out nice. I do like the color. It may appear a bit different in lighting conditions, but since I'm having artificial light, I think this is very nice. I think the color did turn out nice. But overall, let's start off with the review. Let's start off with the cockpit windows right here. You got the nose cone, which it is pointy, which I don't know why GeminiJets hasn't changed the A320neo or the A320 family mold as of yet, because it looks very pointy. Yeah. So you got your static ports right there, or no, is that a static port? I think that could be a static port, and I think the pitot tubes should be somewhere over there. So you got the outline of the radome right there. You got your L1 boarding door, Poppy the Prairie Dog titles right there. You got your nose gear as well, along with the nose gear door with part of the registration. Here's your first antenna right there. Moving on to this side right here. So this is where stretch cabin would be located at, and pretty much the rest of the aircraft from here would be all standard. So you got the, that's how the seating configurations for Frontier aircraft are like. And as you can see, you got the big Frontier billboard titles right there. Your CFM Leap 1/8 inches right there, which, if I could try running down, yeah, it kind of still appears large. It still appears too big, which I think it has improved, but overall, I still think the engines are too big. So you got your emergency exit doors right there. Alongside with that, you got your wing detail right there, your emergency exit sliding indicators, your speed brakes, spoilers, slats, and your winglet, which of course, it produces less wing vortices. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm kind of talking about these characteristics of an aircraft in much more full detail, mainly that's because I'm currently right now studying aircraft aerodynamics in college, so I do want to give you guys some nice details if you want to learn parts of the aircraft. So that's what I'm doing. Alongside with the starboard winglet, you can see Poppy the Prairie Dog right there on the winglets. Which I've got to say, GeminiJets did a fantastic job adding Poppy, adding a small version, putting Poppy on the winglet. I think they did a very nice job with that. Now, moving on to the back side right there, you got your L2 door right there, your US flag right there, flyfrontier.com, along with the registration, November 303 Foxtrot Romeo. And here is Poppy the Prairie Dog himself, looking very cute. Alongside with that, you got your horizontal stabilizers right there, and your APU. So overall, I think GeminiJets did a fantastic job with this model, minus the whole Frontier A320 mold. Well, A320 mold in general. So, now moving on to the starboard side, pretty much the same thing, but you got your cargo door right there, and two cargo doors should be located right there. There's one right there, and the other side right there. So overall, it's still a good model by GeminiJets. I mean, it's a good model. I can see the cockpit windows are a bit misaligned, but overall, I'm not complaining right here. I think GeminiJets still did a fantastic job on this model, and overall, I wish GeminiJets can actually make the A320neo mold a lot better, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now to give you guys some different perspectives of the aircraft right there. So here's the top side of the aircraft, which like I said, antennas, but no antennas on the bottom, which is unfortunate. Here's the bottom side of the aircraft right there. You got your GeminiJets logo right there, and your stand hole. Here's the front of the aircraft right here. And yeah, there is wing. I can still see that there's some wing flex on this aircraft, which I gotta say, it looks like the aircraft is taking off. You got high pressure building up on the low, the lower side, the bottom of the wing, and you got low pressure pushing downwards on the top of the wing. And here's the horizontal stabilizers. If I could try to position it, there we go. So yeah, overall, I still think GeminiJets did a fantastic. I still think GeminiJets did a fantastic job on this model right here. I know it is in GeminiJets' horrible AC-20 Neo mold, but I'm not complaining. It still did turn out good regardless. I think the printing of the aircraft, like the printing of the livery, was perfect, and overall, I still think GeminiJets did a very good job with this Frontier aircraft right here. Now, let's move on to our final model in this unboxing. Last but not least, we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders / Orca livery. Really excited to have this model into my collection. This is gonna be a great addition to my Alaska Airlines fleet, and the livery is just very wonderful. I did get to see this aircraft back in Seattle, and I think it was back, it was back in June of 2022. Well, of course this year. And although the photo wasn't even that great, it was a bit too bright. Hopefully I can see this aircraft again so I can have a better picture of this aircraft, this special livery. This is such a meaningful livery for Alaska. This is basically a special, meaningful livery that Alaska did, and really serves the purpose for our environment. So, really fortunate, and yeah. So, we're gonna get started with the box. So you got your GeminiJets logo right here, made for collectors by collectors, of course. All this stuff, of course. You got the CGI printed image of the aircraft right there, Boeing 737 MAX 9, Alaska Airlines, 1/400 scale die-cast model aircraft. Sides, same. Here's the back side of the box as well. You got your Boeing license product right there, your Alaska Airlines license product right there, as well as against features right there, 2022 copyright label from GeminiJets, and their social media pages. And the item number of this model is GJ ASA 2078. So, really excited to have this model. I'm really excited to unbox this. I think this is gonna be a great model from GeminiJets. One of their great models of the year in my opinion, but overall, really excited. And here we go with the opening of the pamphlet, of course with every single GeminiJets model I get, I always open the pamphlet, so let's see how this model turns out. Wow, look at that. Very pretty inside that box, I must say. And of course, there is your description. Nothing all too much. You could just read whatever it says. And yeah, so there's already an opening right there, so I don't know why was it like that. But overall, it kind of suffered a couple of dents, but overall, not here to complain. Oh, sorry about that, I did not mean to hit my camera right there. But regardless enough, there she is. Hopefully this model does turn out good. I'm eager to see how the QC ends up with this model. Wow. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Good with the wings and horizontal stabilizers. And look at that. Wow. Honestly, the model looks pretty amazing from what I'm seeing the first time when it's revealed. But my goodness, this is one heck of a job by GeminiJets right here. And here's the absolutely wonderful GeminiJets Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders or Orca livery. Man, look at this model right here. I think GeminiJets did a fantastic job on this model. Well, there could be some issues with the MAX mold, but I think the printing of the livery itself looks pretty amazing. So, with that being said, let's get started with the review of this model right here. So we're gonna start off at the very front, beginning right here with the cockpit windows right here, along with the proudly all Boeing titles. Now I can hardly see the pitot tubes and stag ports, but there they are right there. They're kind of hard to see since the aircraft is mainly painted in some navy blue. Here's the nose shape of the MAX mold or the 737 mold. It is very pointy, but overall it does look okay. Not as perfect as compared to what NG has, but I still think this is a very good representation of a 737 nose. You got your nose gear right here, alongside with your ETOPS logo, alongside with the numbers on the nose gear door. Here's the L1 boarding door right there, and there's this title that says something, I'm not sure what it is. You got the big Alaska Airlines title right there, title. Here's where you find all of first class, mainly at the very front, and then this is where premium economy would be. Not sure how I could describe Alaska's seating names, but here they are. And here's the CFM LEAP 1B engines right here. They are rocket ship. Well, looking at this one, this doesn't appear to be that bad. So that side looks nice right here. And like I said, there's the Alaska titles right there, billboard titles right there. Here are your orcas right here. There's one orca right there, your second orca, and your third orca right there. Got your antennas right there, your Wi-Fi box, and here's the advanced winglet. Well, it's technically not a split scimitar winglet, but this is an advanced winglet. It reduces less wingtip vortices, and these are more fuel efficient compared to like their split scimitars and the blended winglets the 737 has. So really nice. It's a very nice winglet, I must say. And here's all the wing details. So there's your emergency exit doors right there. Alongside with that, here's all that wing detail with the flaps, spoilers or speed brakes, and the slats. And yeah. Now moving on to the very back side of this aircraft, you got your L2 boarding door. Well, you got your emergency exit door right there, or yeah, it should be there, but it's blocked by the second orca. And here's your L2 boarding door. Your US flag should be right there. And the registration of this aircraft is November 9032 Alpha Kilo. Once again, really nice to see this aircraft at Seattle back when I was there. It was a pretty nice livery, to be honest. And here's the tail of the aircraft with the actual real life image of a orca right there. Now, JT Pilot did mention this, but the printing on the tail is a bit pixelated. That's also the same thing as for my Poppy the Prairie Dog, but overall, it still looks nice. I mean, if I zoom it closer to the camera, then yes, it does appear pixelated, but overall, I think it still turned out very perfect. And here's the APU back there, and the horizontal stabilizers. So overall, really nice model from GeminiJets right here. It may have a couple of QC defects, but I think it still looks nice. Nose gear, I don't know what to say about that. But overall, very nice. Now here's the starboard side of the aircraft. Now let me look at the engine. Yeah, that is rocket ship right there. So your cargo door should be somewhere right there. That's the front cargo door. And your back cargo door should be located right here. And the other one should be somewhere right here. So overall, GeminiJets, this is a very fantastic model to have to my collection, and this is such a meaningful livery for the environment. It really helps protect all these orcas that are like, I would say endangered, I think. But overall, thanks to Alaska, this livery will help save our killer whales. And now for a top view of the aircraft. So here's the top view right here. Looking pretty nice. And here's the bottom side of the aircraft. Nothing too special about it. You got your GeminiJets logo right there, alongside with your stand hole. And let me move to the very front. So it's gonna take one. So here's the very front of the aircraft. There is wing flex. Like I said, it kind of looks like the wing. It looks like the aircraft is taking off with these wing flex. Quite unfortunate, but hopefully GeminiJets can at least improve on that. And here's the back side of the aircraft right there. So overall, once again, GeminiJets, this is a very fantastic model, and overall, really do like this livery. This is one of my favorite Alaska specials one of my favorite Alaska specials that Alaska has. And of course, this is my first Max 9 model, and I gotta say, my first Max 9 model did turn out from what I'm expecting. So overall, great job GeminiJets on these models right here, or this model in particular. And yeah, so I guess that will do for this unboxing. So let me just set up all my models right here, and we will conclude this video. And here are all my models from the GeminiJets September 2022 releases. Looking at these models, I think they did turn out amazing, minus all the quality control defects, but overall, the colors look fantastic, and especially for the Alaska Max 9, that is an eye-catching livery, I must say. What a beautiful livery by Alaska Airlines. And yeah, and you also got Poppy the Prairie Dog right there onto your left, looking very cute. And you got the Mesa CRJ 900 at the very front of this whole setup I did. So overall, GeminiJets, I gotta say, these are very fantastic models, and I really appreciate your efforts, minus all the quality controls and stuff. But overall, GeminiJets, you did a fantastic job on these models right here. So yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And if you guys want to see more of my model plane content, then you can click on the card that's going to be appearing on the screen, and you can check out all my model plane stuff right here. And don't forget to check out my mall plane unboxings as well. Those are very nice models right there. I do a lot of these mall unboxings and they do get a lot of views. And don't forget to share this video to other social media platforms so this channel can grow. It really helps. So yeah, I guess that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.